Everybody, welcome in. I am WCA3 Chief Meteorologist Kevin Lighty. Here we are. It is 11:07 p.m. on this Friday night, and we got a little renegade storm here that has really strengthened just in the past kind of 10 minutes or so. And this storm here that is near Arthur, south of Atwood, heading towards the Bourbon Chesterville area, is really packing a punch right now. Okay. So again, welcome in. We are tracking some severe weather here for you. I'm WCA3 Chief Meteorologist Kevin Lighty. There is a fairly strong storm that has really strengthened in the past kind of 10 to 15 minutes. South of Atwood, just kind of went through the Atwood, Garrett area, and now between Arthur, Chesterville to Bourbon. This is a really strong storm. I'd be curious, those of you who may be tuning in here on the live stream, did you get some hail? If you got some hail in your area, I would definitely love to hear about any reports, because, boy, there were some radar indications here that there was some very, very large hail in association with these storms as they were moving through. So again, I would really be curious if you got some hail, and so I'm going to be monitoring you guys there in the chat. We have a very strong storm here, and it's kind of diving to the south and east, and so here it is. Let's kind of take a look at it. We'll kind of zoom out a little bit. So there's the severe thunderstorm warning for Douglas, Macon, Moultrie, Piatt County, but it's really here into western Douglas County here right now. East of Arthur, that is a real big, just a real big hail core that is heading towards the Bourbon, Chesterville area, and eventually towards kind of Arcola. It looks like. I'm going to put a little bit of a loop on this so you can kind of see exactly its direction and where it's going, and you can see there it is. And I'll back it up just a little bit more. You can see that kind of passed through Hammond, down there through Atwood, but I think it's kind of diving south and east, and so eventually kind of towards Arcola. That thing right there, there's probably some hail in that storm for sure. Definitely some hail ongoing, and going to be kind of an issue there with some of that hail. So let's see here. I'm just kind of looking at some of your guys' comments to see. Looks like some penny-sized hail in Atwood a few minutes ago is what they were reporting. Now, you may notice on that last little frame, notice that purple area really did decline quite a bit. So I'm going to stop it there. Okay, and I'm just going to back it up one frame, and you're going to notice, look at all the purple and even the whites that were there as that passed just kind of through Atwood. It really kicked up just south there. So basically, as we zoom way in on this, so you got 133, of course, runs west-east there, and then heads into Chesterville. That is where the hail core was really strong. Looks like as it came through Chesterville, weakened a little bit there. It's on top of you guys right now. I know it's still a pretty good storm, but we've got that. When we switch over and just kind of take a glance at the velocities on this, I mean, there are some winds in there, but not too terribly strong. But there could be some gust in there for sure that we would have. But hail looked to be like the big primary threat with this. Some very large hail. So between Arcola to Humboldt now, it's going to be south of Tuscola. Again, this thing is generally kind of moving here to the south and to the east. And so you're going to see this kind of go whoop, right down this way is what we're generally looking at with that cell. So parts of Douglas County there. And down the line, yeah, you could be talking about Coles County there as well, the northern part. There's Cooks Mills, okay, there's Humboldt, and as we put the loop on this again, watch this over the past 15 minutes, I mean, it's diving there. So Arcola to Humboldt, that's probably coming in there. A lot of lightning with this as well. Let's just kind of take a look at some of the lightning strikes with this, and we'll kind of flash that on there for you, pun intended. and quite a bit of the lightning is there with this. You're talking about, especially right there, kind of west of Arcola, you can really see those lightning strikes. I mean, those go all the way back towards Hammond. A few different kind of cells. You almost got like 3 cells here. One over here over Decatur. Then you've got another one here kind of over the Hammond area. And then another one down here near Chesterville going towards Arcola. And all of these are kind of diving south and east. Quite a bit of lightning. Matter of fact, we were able to see some of it in our tower cam a little bit earlier here tonight. Let's see here. Lots of thunder and lightning. I'm reading some of you guys' comments. Tuscola just has some thunder. Yeah, I think that cell is going to go south of Tuscola. I'll be curious to see if this ramps up any bit more. But right now, probably some penny size to some quarter size hail, the size of a quarter. If you do get hail, a cool thing to do is take a picture of it. Now, this is a bad example because I hope we don't have hail to this size. But use objects like a baseball. Hopefully we don't get baseball size hail. But we're talking about pennies or a dime or a nickel or a quarter. If you take a picture of it, the hail, and kind of compare it to those sizes, or a golf ball, or a tennis ball, or a ping pong ball, that allows us to kind of gauge just how big that hail is when it falls. So hopefully baseballs is not something that we are dealing with, and hopefully something a little bit smaller there. But I got to tell you, there's a period of time on that radar view that, man, that thing was cranking out a big-time hail core on it. So that's kind of what we're looking at here in terms of some of the severe weather. Arcola, minutes away. This thing's going to come right through the middle of Arcola. Okay. Yeah, okay. I was waiting for the next scan to come through. But, man, that scan right before, it's like it just dumped its hail core out somewhere between Arthur and Bourbon. I would not be surprised if there were some very large hailstones between Arthur and Bourbon when that moved through here about 5 minutes ago. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to another one of my products here that allows me to pull up the radar here. So bear with me as we go ahead and load that. So what you're looking at here is this was the hail core. We can zoom in on it. Just take a look at that. Okay, that purple and white color we don't get very often on the radar. Okay, so there's Arthur right there. Okay, Chesterville's down there and Bourbon. So rural areas there. That would be East County Road 600 North is this one right there. And then North County Road 250 East is right here. So that is about where the radar signature had this gigantic hail core kind of come through. And that's where you would have had probably, some, I would not be surprised if there's some golf balls in there. I mean, that's a huge radar return that comes through. So just to kind of show this to you, I'm just going to back the radar scan up here. 1 scan, 2 scan. I have to move it a little bit. 3 scans. So there was the storm between Bement and Hammond. Okay, it was just kind of getting its act together. Watch this next scan here as it heads towards Atwood. You start to see that color right there. You see that kind of whitish, purplish color? Watch what happens on this next scan as that storm dives to the south and east into Atwood. You're going to see that kind of grow a little bit. Quite a bit of it there. So that's that hail core that is being dispersed and finally kind of being dropped out of the storm as the updraft doesn't sustain it, the hail getting too heavy. But then this next scan is the one that really put down probably some very large hail. I'd be so curious to know what fell in that area there because that looks like some pretty good hail over there. So, okay, let's see what else we got here. Let's take a look at the latest scan. Okay, so there it is now coming to Arcola. I'm not seeing as bright and as big of a hail core there, Chesterville to Arcola. I'm seeing in that general area still some very heavy rainfall, a ton of lightning. Lightning constant lightning is what you're getting with all of this here as well. If any of you have some reports about what maybe somebody has seen from hail, I would love to hear from you. Twitter, okay, you can get on Twitter, you can get on our Facebook page, send us an email. But right now we're kind of looking at 3 separate little cells here. And let me kind of click, yeah, there we go. And the strongest one here, they've kind of trimmed back the warning. You've got Coles and Douglas County here. So this thing is hitting, Douglas County here from right along 45 south, heading into Arcola. And then you're going to continue south on 45 into Humboldt and parts of Douglas and Coles County right along the county line there, dealing with this very, very heavy rainfall. And again, let's switch on the lightning for you once again. Boom. There's all your lightning strikes. There's a new one just popping up there on your screen. I'm going to glance over here at some of your comments once again. Let's see here. So it looks like, so Lauren's got some video of some hail. So yeah, if you've got video of hail, so at Kevin Lighty on Twitter, if you can upload it there to Twitter, I'm going to be checking my Twitters here on this. So tweet at that, or I'll be looking at my Facebook page, Meteorologist Kevin Lighty, if you've got any video of that, hail or size. I think we've got some quarter-size reports here from this. Let me, because I'm getting a ton of questions from people, as we usually do, on what about my area, what about my area, what about me? Wide view. Let's focus here. All right, here we go. Wide view. Look, there's nothing else going on anywhere else. There's nothing in Champaign. There's nothing in Taylorville. There's nothing in Springfield. There's nothing in Monticello, Danville, Watseka, Gibson City. Okay, what we're looking at here is this area right there, right there, right there. So if we're not talking about your city, probably not concerned about you. So most of you should be okay. We are looking at the storm here, Decatur down to Long Creek, okay? That one's not severe. There's the airport. There's Hammond, another little cell coming through there. And then now the strongest one's still coming through Arcola, right along 133, and then at 45, as you come right into town there. And we'll see on this next scan if it strengthens at all, but it's there. Arcola taking a direct hit, says Ron. A lot of lightning there, okay? Let us know if you are, what kind of hail you see, once it's safe to do so. Let's kind of show you the loop of this once again. And notice how it kind of dives to the south and east. There has been a slight weakening trend on this, just a little bit, just kind of barely. Let me see the movement on this. It seems to be moving at a pretty good clip, southeast at 30 miles an hour. So what we can do to just try to give you an idea, okay, where's this thing going to go potentially? So let's do one of these numbers where we kind of draw along the edge of the storm. We take it down to the south and east, and say they're at about 30 miles an hour, and boom. And these are some of your locations. Hinesboro in the next 6 minutes. Charleston here in the next 15 minutes. There's Ashmore, Kansas. Again, this kind of stays on its same path here as it dives to the south and east. Those are the towns here that could be impacted if this holds together. So that's kind of what we're looking at there. Yeah, it's gonna come close to Charleston. Be real close, maybe kind of on the north side there. We'll see, but there it is. Again, definite weakening trend from what this was. If we just take this back even just a few frames, you're gonna notice that storm. I mean, just look at that hail core right there. Again, I keep going back to that because, man, those are some high returns off of the radar. When you get purples, and then when you get whites, okay, notice our legend up here goes to purple. We didn't even put the white on there because we don't get it very often. And there's your purple. There's a little sliver of white. So I think there probably was, now again, that fell in a very rural area there into Douglas County. So, probably, a handful of people and some cows and horses may have seen that because, again, that was kind of northeast of Arthur, between Arthur and Bourbon. But that was earlier tonight. So now, that same storm, you're going to notice the weakening trend, boom, 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 boom. I mean, it's still pretty strong. Don't get me wrong. I mean, that thing's still rocking and rolling, and it's still storming pretty good back that way. But it did weaken, so to speak. Okay? So not everybody's seeing this. Once again, wide view. Woo! Nothing going on. Okay? We gotta like zoom like way in here to even get anything, and even get the one storm that is severe. Right on the Douglas-Coles County line. It's right there smack dab between Arcola and Humboldt, 45 heading south. Okay, 57, you're going to be getting hit by this here on the interstate there. Technically, you're still under that severe thunderstorm warning as well. So right now, the Weather Service is continuing that Coles and Douglas County warning here. We'll see if we get any other reports. Well, let us know if you've seen anything in your area. Again, Raritan down the line, possibly you, Hinesboro and Oakland. Maybe towards Ashmore and Kansas. and it could clip the north side of Charleston, may stay just north of Charleston. It is definitely going to stay north of Mattoon, but I would say more towards the Humboldt, Hinesboro, Oakland, Ashmore area as you cross over Highway 130 there, north-south 130 between Charleston and Camargo. That's pretty much where it's going to pass. So we'll move it over. 130 is now way over here, so let me move over the radar. Boom. So here's 130, Hinesboro, Camargo up here, and heading down to Charleston. Okay, so that's where that's essentially going to go. Right here, storm moving this way. Again, as I mentioned, there's Charleston, so it kind of just clips there. And that's what we're kind of thinking. Put the loop on this. Again, we'll see if the radar scan picks up anything else. And I'll be waiting for any of your reports. If you did send a report over, let me know. If you got any hail, sizes of the hail. And I will be monitoring my Facebook page here. I'm just going to go on here and take a look, glance at some of the posts and see if anybody has put anything on there. Got some people that commented on this quarter size hail Atwood that we got. Michelle says, it scared my kids and animals to death. I bet. Okay, about to scare my cats half to death, said Sheila. Again, if you got any video or pictures of the hail, send it over. Atwood, huge hailstorm, says Trent. Okay? Let me know what you're seeing in your area in the chat. Again, I'm just continuing to say a weakening trend. This is a weakening trend on that radar scan. There's less of that deep, dark red. See how it's kind of, it's way deeper and darker, kind of right there, okay? See that? Now watch the latest scan as I put this in motion. And there's just less of it, okay? It's kind of more scattered here and there. Still, I mean, it's a decent storm. It's a storm that's got a ton of lightning on it still. Actually, a little bit less lightning than what we had. But it's interesting. Take a look at this lightning strike that's kind of like out of the range of like the heavy stuff. A couple of them are. So it doesn't have to be like in the middle of the heaviest storm to get the lightning strikes, which is why I always tell you to, just be careful out there with this. So a weakening trend, and it's about to go out of the warned area. So we'll see if that continues to weaken or not. And as it goes out of the warned area, I bet they're probably not going to carry the warning on because it does seemingly have weakened. This was one of those storms where it just, boom, fired up quick, got a nice hail core in it. The updraft sustained it for a while. Hail got too heavy. Updraft couldn't keep it up there. And so, boom, makes it to the ground. And it happened to do so as it kind of let everything out over kind of Atwood into the south and east there between Arthur and Bourbon. Okay, Lauren, so she just posted, let me see here. I'm going to check my messages here, see what I can find. All right, going to come on to Twitter here. We'll let you guys take a glance at the radar here again. There is our storm of interest that we are watching. Okay, it looks like I got some video in here. I'm going to get this downloaded, put into our system. Looks like I got a video from Matthew. So Matthew sent a video over to me. And Matthew, thank you for that. Oh, it looks like I just got a picture here as well. All right. County Road 300 East in Bourbon Township. All right, cool. So I'm getting in a couple of your guys' photos. So thank you for that. And as soon as I can get those turned around, we will share those with you guys out there tonight. So I got a video and I got a picture here. Again, if you can try to compare the hail size to something, putting it in your hand, because obviously everybody's hands are different sizes, sometimes it can be tough to tell. So let me know kind of what size you think. Probably, I would not be surprised if, some areas did get some of that quarter size hail. So that's definitely a possibility. So if you got anything, again, you can go on my Facebook page and you can just send a message to meteorologist Kevin Lighty, and I can then turn that around and get it into our system, thus being able to show all of you guys some of those hail pictures. Again, there's our storm that you see that is coming through. It has weakened a little bit. There's the warning. You don't see the warning in effect anymore for Douglas or Coles County as the storm has weakened, as I just mentioned. So not coming as a surprise, as we kind of figured that would be the case, just with the latest radar coming into us here. So it's just not looking as bad as it once did. So that's some good news. But we're going to watch it and see if it does increase a little bit. And if it does, of course, they would issue another warning if that thing would strengthen once again. But right now, just not seeing signs of that. So that's great. What I'm doing again, as I mentioned, is hopefully trying to turn around some video and pictures for you guys. Gonna put it into the system here and let you guys take a glance at it. But the good news is no more warnings in effect. We're gonna hang with you here though and just watch this storm. A couple of them kind of move through, see if they get any stronger or not. Right now, we've got kind of 3 different cells that we're watching, and what we'll do is kind of show you those 3. That's it right there. There's 3 different ones. One coming out of Decatur towards Dalton City, eventually towards Lovington, another one over Arthur, and another one there now east of Humboldt. None of those are to the criteria to where we'd consider to be severe. Definitely a strong thunderstorm to watch and be aware of, but nothing major. Okay, as I throw up some of the graphics here, you're going to see some old stuff as I'm just kind of doing this on the fly. This was actually a cool picture from the other day. So what I'm doing, I'm just literally loading this in as we speak, some of the pictures here. And it may, oh, so there we go, zoomed in a little much. So we'll bring it out. So that looks like some hail right there. I mean, again, you notice how that's a great picture. You know, you've got some hailstones. Can't always tell exactly what size it is unless we kind of compared it to something. But that was sent in by, hold on here. Oh, Nikki says ping pong. Ping pong ball size. Got it. So that is Nikki White. Nikki White. Let me give you some credit on this here, Nikki. You're literally watching me build graphics here on the fly. So here we go. This is going to be County Road 300 East, Bourbon Township. And we're going to give that credit to Nikki, N-I-K-K-I, White. Nikki White there. Okay. So that's Nikki. Oh, sorry about that. Again, literally, you're watching me build graphics here on the fly. So Nikki White there. And she says ping pong ball. How about that? All right, so what I'm going to do is we're going to get that and get that report sent over to our friends over at the Weather Service. And then I'm going to load up the video. Now, this is going to be new video as well, just coming into us here. And we're going to load it up. And so, again, bear with me as I kind of adjust the video so we can kind of see it better. Again, man, I love when you guys are able to send us stuff. I really do. I'm gonna give you a little bit of advice when it comes to shooting video. If you can, turn your phone horizontal. Horizontal video instead of vertical up and down. I know it's kind of tough to do, but it'll fit onto your TV screens and when we kind of make our graphics better. Because think of your TV. Your TV is horizontal, right? It's not up and down. So when you shoot video vertically, it kind of messes with the dimensions there. So this is kind of a little PSA that I always like to say. All right, Matthew Atwood. So this video is going to be from Atwood, and this is going to be from Matthew Perkins, M-A-T-T-H-E-W-P-E-R-K-I-N-S, Matthew Perkins with this video. So what we'll do here is save that, and then we'll play this video out for you guys. Again, the severe weather threat has weakened quite a bit. We're not seeing anything here. So let me load up his video now, and we will let it play out and take a look. Okay, so you can kind of see, look at the hail bouncing. See it bouncing over there? Okay, just kind of bouncing off of the ground. So you can see it kind of coming down and just kind of hitting the ground. Those are big hailstones. When they bounce like that, you know, into the grass, you can see that one. Man, look at that. Bouncing hailstones. Those are pretty big ones there. So very good. Hey, Lauren, listen, you got the video. That's all that matters, you know. I mean, we're just trying to perfect it here, but it's all good. No worries at all. I always love you guys, you know, going the extra mile just to get us this stuff. So thank you there, Matthew Perkins, with the video. And then here in Bourbon, that's some ping pong ball size hail. How about that one? That thing. I knew that there was a good chance for ping pongs, because as I mentioned, that radar return was something else out there. Okay, so really, really strong. And so what we're going to do, we're going to send that over to the old Weather Service. Ping pong ball size hail in Bourbon tonight. And that's from Nikki White. And we're going to let the Weather Service know about that. All right, cool. All right, so let's go back to the radar here just real quick to kind of show you guys exactly what we've got going on. I will say this, that storm out there, southeast of Decatur, strengthened a little bit. There's a little bit better returns showing up on that again. So we'll have to watch that. Thanks to everybody who's joining us here tonight. Here we are, you know, it's Friday. I was really looking forward, you know, to be able to, you know, get off work, go home, enjoy the weekend. Storms, I tell you, sometimes they just get you. But we're here. I'm going to stay here with you guys, just watch these things, make sure they don't get too much more in a hand. But again, we're going to watch this one. This one strengthened a little bit. Moultrie County. I'd be on the lookout here with this one, because this one's kind of coming in a little bit more to the south now. So Sullivan, down the line, that may be on you guys next. And then up there towards Bethany, Dalton City. Mount Zion, you're getting it pretty good right now. That's a pretty good little storm. It has strengthened, as I mentioned here. So a little uptick in the reflectivity. So we're seeing that right there. The one there that we had earlier in Douglas and Coles is weak, and the one there, Arthur, as well. So we're going to watch that. Okay, I'm just kind of peering at some of this stuff. All right, there we go. Okay. Okay. Lauren, where did you post your video at? You said the WCA weather page. You talking about the news page, the WCA3 news page, or because we don't actually have a separate Facebook page for the weather page. So Lauren, if you can let me know, I can go try to search for it. But you said the WCA3 weather page. Let me know exactly where you sent that to. You get anything sent directly to my meteorologist. Meteorologist Kevin Lighty page will work. No, there's nothing going on in Rantoul. Boom, look, wide view again. Nothing going on. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Macon, Moultrie, Douglas, Coles, maybe clipping Edgar and Clark County. That's it. As far as, some storms right now. I don't have anything else. Nothing else. So if I'm not mentioning your town, again, nothing going on. Okay? So here we go. And look at these storms. I mean, considerably weak. All of these. This one's still kind of the strongest, but look at the one that once was severe. Boom. It is definitely weakening quite a bit. I mean, watch this loop. I'm going to take it back just a few frames. You're going to see that thing. Look how much stronger that thing was. Whew. There it was. Again, that's where it dropped the hail. Okay. Starting in Atwood, south towards Bourbon. Okay. And then notice the weakening trend. Almost down to nothing. Boom. Really strong. Atwood. Super strong. East of Arthur. Bourbon. And then Arcola. Still a decent storm. And then kind of weakening. Far less of the reds showing up. But hey, I still got a couple hundred of you hanging out here with me here tonight. So thanks a lot there. Again, Lauren, I still don't see where you might have sent anything over to me, so let me know. Yeah, those weather radios should have gone off in parts of Coles County there. We were actually down in Mattoon tonight for our town, and we were selling weather radios, and a bunch of those we sold. And a lot of people came by, which is great. And we were able to kind of give, some more put more of those in the hands of the people out in the public, which is great. And if you live in Coles County, that thing should have gone off tonight. At least, I guess it would have gone on for most of you there. So there you go. Hopefully you're able to just kind of turn on the TV or turn on social media here and kind of be like, hey, what's going on? I guess what I can do is, let me check, see if anybody posted to the, so that's the thing about, having so many different, I've got my page on Facebook, I got my Twitter, but then there's WCIA3 news page, and so there's like all these places we need to like go check to see about posts and things. So I'm going to go on to the WCIA3 news page now and see if anybody posted any pictures or anything there. Let's see here. One new message. Let's see if it's a weather-related one or if it's somebody complaining about something. Somebody just wanting to send us a bright spot. We love that. Okay, so I don't see any messages there. Yeah, I tell you. That ping pong ball size hail, I believe it there. That was a very strong radar return over in that area, that's for sure. Again, hey, I want a big shout out to my friends over there at the Sarah Bush Lincoln Air Evac Life Team 145. Got to fly in a helicopter with them tonight. That was really cool. Okay. All right, Lauren, gotcha. I'll look for it. You said you sent it or try to post it on the news page, so I will be on the lookout for that to see if we can do it, see if we can get it up there. So yeah, if you can like send it in like a message, sometimes on a message on the Facebook like inbox where you like go to WCIA and be like, send a message. That sometimes can work. You can put it in there. Abigail wants me to explain what the weather update is, what's going on. Well, Abigail, for the past 20 minutes, we've been talking about what was a strong storm that came through and dropped some hail. Those storms are no longer doing that. They've dropped below severe limits. And so we just got a little thunder and lightning and some heavy rainfall out there. So we had warnings earlier in Douglas and Coles County there. And as that storm kind of came through, but that storm has weakened. It's all the way down here now. So Abigail, that's what we're doing here. No other areas have storms. Yeah, you can post to my personal page. It's always easier. I'm just able to access that one better for some reason. Not sure why, but that is the case. So, again, guys, here we are, 11:41. I'm still just hanging out with you guys, even though the warnings have dropped. Let me switch on the lightning. I mean, there's still some good lightning. Now, notice you can really kind of tell these three cells here. The one that was once the strongest one has no lightning on it right now. Then you got the second one here, still some pretty good lightning. But look at the one back here. Lots more lightning on that one there in southeastern Macon County. That's going to slide into Moultrie County and towards Sullivan, Lovington, and the Dalton City area there right now. Bethany. And so look at all that. Dalton City. Woo, boy. It's a ton of lightning there. That lightning is really, really cranking pretty good. So, I mean, constant lightning strikes. So Bethany there, as you go down 121 and to Sullivan. From Dalton City, Bethany to Sullivan, woo boy, you're going to get some lightning. You're going to get some heavy rainfall. It's going to get loud. There was some thunder. So there it is. That's a pretty good storm there with all the lightning. We'll see if that one can strengthen a little bit. Again, slightly weaker storms here now into Douglas Coles County. We're just going to watch this one now that is right over Dalton City. And I'm going to come back to my page here and see if we get any other messages. All right, we're going to watch our storm there, see if it strengthens at all, but right now is technically below severe limits. They're in Macon County, heading into Moultrie County here now, and going to be, I mean, it's still a fairly decent storm. All right, watching our storm here that is coming in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to my other radar site here. We're going to take a look at it a little closer. And here she comes. Hopefully, load it up. There we go. So we're looking at our storm here. This is the strongest one now. Long Creek down to Mount Zion to Dalton City. There's Lovington to Bethany. I'm not seeing, there's not too strong winds. When we look at the velocity, I mean, there's not a lot of winds. There's a lot of heavy rainfall, a lot of lightning, and maybe some hail in there. But that is the strongest storm now, because look at this one now. See how much little red, not as much red there, and hardly any red now as that storm came through Charleston, really weakening to Ashmore to Kansas. So no more hail, not even any lightning on that cell now between Ashmore, Kansas, Westfield, Grandview. And then the storm there over Humboldt, coming into the west side of Mattoon. Let's see, we can pull up our weather camera, hopefully. See if we can see anything on our Mattoon camera. Fired up. Don't see much. See if we can see any lightning strikes or anything, but this just a there's a little lightning there. So that cell kind of coming into Mattoon right now. Going to bring some heavy rainfall and some lightning. Not seeing anything too crazy. So a few lightning strikes there showing up. We'll come back to that as maybe if that cell gets a little stronger. Back to the radar once again. And then it's the cell to the north and west of that you notice way more of the reds in southeastern Macon County and northwestern Moultrie County to our friends in Bethany and in the Lovington area and down the line Sullivan to get hit by this next little round. Again, below severe limits, but looks like maybe, oh gosh, pea-size hail, I would say, and which is quite a bit different from the ping pong ball size hail that we had earlier. And if anybody did get any of pictures or videos of that, I would love to see them. Oh, whoopsie, whoopsie. See, when I do that and I have that pulled up, that kind of messes things up. So let's come back over to here. Trippy, look out. Woo. All right, there we go. Coming back over. There's our storms that we're watching. Throw the lightning on them again. Tons of lightning on that secondary storm. All right. Okay, Lauren says uploading to my page there, so we're going to be looking for Lauren's video over there before too long. So we'll just kind of wait and watch for that. See what Lauren's video looks like here in just a little bit. Again, I'm just kind of hanging out, going the extra mile here to watch our storms. We call it babysitting the storms. So what I'm literally going to do is sit down right here with you guys. And you're going to sit here in the Weather Center, and we're going to watch the storms. That's what we do on a Friday night, 12 minutes before midnight. Hope you guys can all have a good weekend. I will tell you this. If you have plans for the weekend, there are a few other opportunities for storms. Let me see what some of the latest models are showing here for tonight into tomorrow. So tomorrow morning, a lot of this is going to kind of start to clear up. Okay. And there's going to be a break during the day. It's still quite a bit of cloud cover mixed in. So I think during the day tomorrow is dry, but they're going to watch tomorrow night for more storms to pop up. And this looks kind of similar to what we had tonight. So we'll have to watch those guys as they come through. And then Sunday looks kind of stormy as well. So I think during the day, so this is, into tomorrow morning, 2, 3, 4, 5 a.m., and then kind of out of here. That's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 4, 5, things looking nice and calm. But by 9 o'clock, or it looks like more like 10 or 11 o'clock, maybe a few more storms tomorrow evening, late tomorrow night. And then more concentration of storms kind of coming in here on Sunday is what we can expect. So that's kind of a glance again at your weekend if you didn't get a chance to watch the weathercasts earlier. Starting to get a little bit more lightning on our camera there in Mattoon. Let's switch over to that. We'll show you that. We'll just kind of watch our Mattoon camera a little bit. Kind of coming into Mattoon. It's not too strong there, but there are some lightning strikes there. Still, the stronger cell is going to be on the one just to the northwest there, northwest of Sullivan, and heading into Bethany and Lovington and right over Dalton City right now. A lot of lightning on that one, but you're taking a look at our Mattoon camera. That's where we were earlier tonight, where we did Our Town Mattoon. The weather did cooperate. The storms and rain cleared, and actually turned out to be a pretty nice day. Pretty nice evening, I should say. And you're looking at some of the lightning strikes there. That was the one thing that I was definitely taking note of, was just how many lightning strikes, these storms had, because they were really packing a punch earlier. I got to tell you, man, those radar signatures were strong earlier tonight, even just a half hour ago. We'll come back over to the radar. And again, the storm that we're watching, the one you were just watching, this is Mattoon. So there's Mattoon, Humboldt. So again, not terribly strong, but you got those lightning strikes. So that always passed right there along 16, heading into Charleston as it kind of goes to the south and east. And then this one back here, we're watching, but it's dumping some pretty good rain too. We just kind of back that up. I mean, it's really, Dalton City, there might even be some flooding there. It's been raining there for a while at a pretty good clip, so hopefully no flooding there, but it's definitely coming down. So there we go. There is the core of the strongest storm that we are watching. Let's see if the Weather Service has anything. Nope, nothing from them. They did have what they call a special weather statement, really say, hey, this storm is a strong storm, but it's not quite to severe limits yet, but it's close. Nope, I did it again. Sorry, guys. I tell you, keep doing that and forgetting when I come over here. Whoop. That's where I'm able to see your guys' chats and stuff. So when I click on over there, I forget that I have to switch off of my other radar product. All right. Yeah, Amanda, I think you're right. Dickie set me up here. Goes on vacation, gets out of here, and leaves me to a Friday night and storms. Random rogue severe thunderstorm warnings here. Especially our Mattoon cameras noticing, yeah, some good lightning, some lightning strikes there. Nathan, good seeing you out there today in Mattoon. Appreciate you. And Nancy, yep, you got it. Staying up with you, hanging out. Lauren, all right, almost done uploading, she says. Yeah, and we're just watching the light show there. That's one thing you can definitely do with these storms, watch the light show with this. Lots of lightning. Do so from a safe area, though, of course. But these storms definitely have got some lightning in them. That is for sure. You had reports of ping pong ball size hail a little bit earlier tonight up near Bourbon. They're into Douglas County. Strong storm that came through there and dropped some of that in southwestern Douglas County near Bourbon. It's north of Chesterfield, northeast of Arthur, is where some of that reporting came in. Now you're just kind of looking at some of the lightning there from the Mattoon area. Okay, Lauren, I'm going to go over there and check it out. Great light show between Mattoon and Humboldt and 45. Yep, I can confirm. All right, so I'm going to go over to my page. Kathy, I got the kettle corn. I've not been able to eat it yet, but I'm definitely looking forward to diving into that here this weekend. I don't know if that was you or somebody. Somebody passed that along to us at Our Town Mattoon, so hopefully I'll be able to get into that here in a little bit. Okay. I am going to try to pull up my Facebook page here, hopefully in the messages. Okay, Lauren. Okay, Lauren said it was done uploading. It may still take a little bit of time to come through. Did you like post it on like another post, or did you actually send a message? Let's see here. Okay, so again, there's your look into Mattoon as the storm kind of coming through with some of the lightning. Let's go back to the radar. Let's get a little radar check. Radar check, please. And hey, let's look at this. Our storm there. Now we're going to switch over to the Charleston camera here before too long. But a little bit of an uptick there in between Mattoon and Humboldt, Dorrans. I cross over 57. All right, we can, let's see here. So this storm here, yeah, so this one here is going to come towards Charleston, I think. Let me see here. Yeah, kind of. That one may clip Charleston a little bit. There's kind of, you know, boom. Okay, so we're going to watch that. Again, the ones back here is still actually a little bit stronger. Again, nothing is severe with any of this. I want to stress that. Right now, there are no severe storms, no warnings that are currently in effect. All right. All right, I am trying to dig up and find Lauren's video here. That's where I'm going to find it. I'm determined now. I'll switch over to the Charleston camera here too, and we can kind of take a glance at it. See if we start seeing any lightning strikes there. Okay. Still not seeing nothing. Could just be taking a second to load up here if it was such a large file. But nothing yet. So there's the Charleston camera. That's our next storm is going to be kind of coming in there. Well, that camera's kind of cracked. We're going to get somebody out there and get that camera straightened out. Yeah, so that storm kind of strengthened a little bit over Mattoon. Let's see if there's still some good lightning strikes there. Maybe we'll stay on the Mattoon camera here until that storm gets a little bit closer to Charleston. I still think we got some lightning showing. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? You have made it to Saturday. It's midnight. Look at your phone. Just passing midnight, the rain is coming down in Mattoon, where we were earlier tonight for our town, Mattoon. It is now July 16th, 2022. As some strong storms roll across Coles County here tonight with you, I'm Chief Meteorologist Kevin Leidy. Taking a load off. It has been a long day out here for us as we were in our town, Mattoon. Had a lot of fun, saw a lot of people out there, and so time things out right for it to be dry, because now it's really coming down there in Mattoon. And you can see the lightning strikes that are showing up there as well. Thanks for hanging out here with me, keeping me company as I do the same with you. And again, we're just looking at the storm there that is rolling right across Mattoon right now. Just going to see if these storms kind of strengthen at all. That storm that was out there into Macon County kind of diving a little bit more to the south and east. Findlay, maybe Windsor, Gaze, you could be impacted by that other storm. Again, I want to stress that as of right now, still not looking at anything severe at this moment. But that is the live look as the heavy rainfall rolls through Mattoon, especially on the east side there of Mattoon. Now you're kind of getting it on the east side, northeast, and southeast side of town. The heaviest part of it, the west side, will start to let up a little bit here in the next minute. Strongest storm came through between Atwood and Bourbon half an hour ago. There again is a look at our two storms that we're watching. This was the cell that dropped the hail earlier. Look how little that is now, how weak that is now. Not much to it. So the two that we're still looking at, there's the one right over Mattoon, heading towards the Loxa area. And yeah, probably gonna come into Charleston here before too long, so we'll switch over to the camera there in a second. And here's that other one, Dalton City. It's kind of elongated, that's why I was saying Findlay, and then eventually maybe Windsor, okay? Because it seems to be kind of, these things are kind of morphing a little bit and changing. I'll just kind of put the loop on it. Let's take you back just a little bit, and boom. You see the last few frames, that thing kind of dove a little bit more to the south and almost towards Shelbyville. Okay, and the lake, north part of the lake Shelbyville, you're probably going to get hit by this. So hopefully if you're out on the water late tonight, I don't know why you would be and still listening to me, but if you are, hey, more power to you, and thanks for tuning in. I'm jealous you're on the lake. Actually, I'm not, because it's getting ready to storm down there, but if you're down there in Shelbyville trying to enjoy your weekend, and dodge some storms here tonight, I think during the day tomorrow you'll be okay. But again, there's the lake right there. Okay. So be on the lookout as that kind of comes in. All right, here's our storm between Mattoon and Charleston that we're watching. Throw the lightning on it. Oh, there's your lightning. Core the lightning there on the southeast side of town. Okay, right there on 57, just a ton of lightning. So that's gonna head towards Lerna, actually. Lerna, I think you may catch more of this in Campbell. So if you're down there near Lerna, I think that storm's gonna pass over you here before too long. Okay. All right, Lauren, I'm on the struggle bus here, trying to find your video. I just don't know. Because I think if you posted it to my page, I don't know, I'm just not able to see it for some reason. Post it, you have to like send it in a message, I think. There again is our storm. We're going to wait for the next little scan to come through because I think storm coming there. Yeah, there it is. Like I said, Lerna. And going to be coming in Charleston. As a matter of fact, let's go to our Charleston camera. Charleston camera, you're up next. Charleston, you're on line 1. What's happening? And there's the view. And in just a few moments, the rain is going to start coming down in Charleston. Again, we're not seeing a lot of wind with these, which is good. Mainly some hail, very heavy rainfall, downpours, lots of lightning with this as well. And so we're peering off there to the west, a sliver of the sky as we sit there at the first mid-bank. Oh, there goes Charleston Police, it looks like. Just saw you roll by. Yeah, I'm not seeing as much lightning on this camera as I thought I might. There's a little shot right there, so we'll wait on the next scan to come across. Nothing severe, going to have some heavy rainfall here or whatnot. So, okay, Lauren just tagged me. Let's see if I get a notification for that. Here's what I'll do. Lauren, I'm going to go to your page. Lauren O'Reilly. Oh, there's a lot of Lauren O'Reillys. Holy cow. Hey, there we go. There's Lauren's page. You see, did you post this on your page? I just tagged you in my post. Oh, I thought you posted it on your Facebook page. I tell you, I don't know. She said, no, on your page. Gosh, I just don't know. I must just not be able to like access that now. I used to be able to like access that where people would post on my page, but like Facebook has like changed like a bunch of stuff, and like we don't see like, there used to be like posts to page, and now we just don't like get those anymore. Let me see. But there's like, there might be like hundreds. Hundreds of like messages or something that is like buried somewhere. Ba-da-bum. Posts. There was a thing on Facebook, we used to be able to hit it, and it was like posts by others, and now we don't get to see those anymore. Page and tagging settings. Oh, hold on here. Oh, hold on here. Oh, hold on here. Lauren mentioned you in a comment. Okay, Lauren says Lauren mentioned me in a comment. All right, we're going to see where she mentioned me in a comment. Oh, Facebook, I tell you. This book face stuff. All right, I'm clicking on mentions. Oh, there we go. Now I got it. There it is. Okay, that was not showing up earlier. Okay, here we go. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, I'm watching her video right now. Oh yeah, look at that hail. We can really see it. Okay, so now I gotta... Okay, I did finally get it. Very good. You can see the hail bouncing in the grass there. Dunk, dunk, dunk. Oh. In the driveway, on the sidewalk there. And so that was North Atwood. Man, if that was North Atwood, I wonder what the south side was seeing with that, because, man, oh man. Okay, yeah, I got it now. Yeah, the mentions there, yeah, that's, okay, now I gotta figure out how to, usually I'm able to, like, download this. But, of course, it's not letting me do it. Let's see if I can pull it up over here. But I finally got your video. Good. The soldier, I was staying on here. Wanted to see Lauren's video. We're going to pull it up here. Come over here and we're going to go, all right. Here comes Lauren's video. Here we go. Okay. If you guys can see it, it's kind of dark. Again, see the vertical? I know you talked about this and I said you do it. But like, I know it's so funny because like, you know, everybody does it. Like every single person shoots their video up and down. But you see what it does? It just makes it so much smaller on the screen there. But if you did it horizontally, you fill up the whole screen, like your TV. That's Lauren's video of the hail coming down. All right, there we go. Thank you, Lauren, for your video. I'm sure there was probably some good sound in there too. Sorry, I can't get the sound to go through. Let's take a glance here at the radar once again. Just kind of see what we got going. Oh, yeah, that storm really kind of dove southwest of Charleston. I was thinking that was going to go more through Lerner and Campbell, as I mentioned there. So, yeah, look at that. And probably this one's diving more south and east, too. That's why we were saying Findlay and Windsor. So that guy kind of comes down. So we'll watch that. It was bouncing off of her phone. There you go. Yeah, I'll have to listen to the sound when I get a chance. That's always the thing, you know, with hail, or the sound of hail coming down. Especially some people that have these metal roofs now. It's kind of like the new thing, metal roofs instead of all the shingles and whatnot. So Moultrie, Shelby, and Macon counties here, they've got that designation of the special weather statement because of that little guy there. So it's like the step below it being severe. So it's saying strong storms. They're right there along 128. Come out of Dalton City, go 128 there. You're hugging the county lines there. And coming down into Shelby County. Whoop, whoop, whoop. We're in Duval. There's Shelby and the lake. Right over the lake there, getting a little wet now. So that's going to kind of dive south and east. So as I mentioned, maybe a little bit towards Windsor and Gaze. And the southwest side of Sullivan, probably even more south of that. Yeah, another little cell over here. Southwest Atwood, it's not much. And decent storm there now south of Charleston. So I mentioned our weather camera there in Charleston. There it is. It's raining in Charleston. Here's the pictures that we got earlier from Nikki in Bourbon of the ping pong ball size hail that she recovered from her yard. And then I did have another video earlier in Atwood from Matthew Perkins. Again, you can see the hail bouncing. You're going to see this one hailstone. I think this might even be slowed down a little bit too. You're going to see this hailstone like bounce by the post. Watch over by the post there on the left. Boom! See it right there? Woo! It's a big old hailstone. Love the American flags out there in the garden. Very nice. Okay, guys, 12:18. Here we are. 12:18 on your Friday night. No, sorry, Saturday morning. So our severe thunderstorms have all dropped down below severe limits. I'm going to take just a quick glance, see if anything else has come over to me. In terms of any new pictures or anything, let me just take a glance here. Ooh, well, this just came in 12 minutes ago. Here's some breaking news for you. I-74 eastbound. Milepost 206.5 near Oakwood. Traffic crash and on the interstate. It's closed. I-74 eastbound. I-74 eastbound right now. Let me try to pull up some more info here. So this is breaking. I-74 eastbound, Oakwood, Illinois. Looks like there is a crash. So looks like some issues over there. This just coming in. State Police. Eastbound, 206.5 near Oakwood. So traffic's going to come into Oakwood. So FYI here, all right, let me send this out. It's always something, you know? Yeah. Hope everybody is okay. But I'm going to tweet that out. If you don't follow me, Twitter, if you've got the tweeter, get over there and follow me on my page, Kevin Lighty. L-I-G-H-T-Y, light with a Y. Follow me on the Twitter as we send the post out. I just feel like Twitter somehow, like it gets post out quicker, better somehow. Don't know why. It just does. Okay, not a picture. So they're diverting traffic into Oakwood and then probably onto 150, I'm guessing. If they're forcing you to go into Oakwood. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull up. So those of you that may be familiar with the area, anybody out there in Oakwood or in Vermilion County over there? So I think they're forcing people in there. Here's what I'm going to show you guys. Check it out. I-74 eastbound at the 206.5, they're telling us here. And so there we go. There's a look at it. I'll take it full screen. Boom, 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 boom. There's Oakwood. Okay. You can see right here. So here's your colors. You can see this just by Google Traffic. This literally takes into account literally like people's cell phones, you know, and that's how it kind of tracks that. It's kind of crazy. But Obviously, when the cell phone stopped on the interstate, hey, those shouldn't be stopped. And there are. So there looks like there's an accident here. So they must be forcing people in here. Looks like a little bit of a slowdown here at the 150 as you come into town, probably because there's traffic. So again, you can see here, a little area, looks like where there is a crash. Again, from the Illinois State Police. Exact wording from them is, the Illinois State Police are advising the public to avoid I-74 eastbound near milepost 206.5 near Oakwood. Traffic crash as the interstate closed at this time. Illinois Department of Transportation will have signs diverting traffic at milepost 206 into Oakwood. So it's going to be just before Oakwood, I believe. Oh, wait, would that be right? 206.5? No, it'd be just past Oakwood. So I think the crash must be, no, I'm getting myself confused. I think the 206 is Oakwood, so is it just beyond it? Potentially is. Maybe the accident itself is just beyond it. Maybe that's what that is right there. Hard to tell. Nevertheless, they're saying that they are getting people, forcing people in to Oakwood and maybe get on 150 to continue on the 74 potentially. So that's what we got there, guys. Figured I would just pass that one along. All right, back to the weather here. You just never know what you're going to get here. Late at night, on the late shift. Quick glance at our storms again. Here's a little guy down there southeast of Campbell, heading towards Casey, maybe down the line. Nothing else there. Mattoon. Our storm over here is seemingly a little weaker. Findlay. It's got to come towards Windsor and Gaze, Allenville. Loop, 30 minutes, diving south and east. And generally weakening. So, that's the latest here, guys. I'm going to try to... Oh boy. I'm not sure how long the videos could be. All right, so I'm going to wrap things up here as the storms continue to weaken. Again, we've not had anything severe now for a good half hour here, so we're going to wrap it up. Again, I-74 there, eastbound Oakwood. Look out. They are diverting traffic here in Oakwood, into Oakwood on 74, eastbound. Accident. Interstate closed, so keep that in mind. Again, I don't see much else. There's some other little cells. Look at this. I mean, there's some other little guys that are starting to form out here. There's one near Weldon. We're going to see more of these. I showed you the future track earlier. There's going to be a few more of those that are going to be coming through. So Jack Gerfin is going to be in the morning on our Saturday morning show to give you some of the latest weather on this. I'll be keeping an eye on things here still. Oop, kind of getting out of frame there. I'm sitting down here. I'm not going to lie. It's been a long day. We're going to wrap it up here for right now, though. And if we do get anything else, we will come on and let you know. Okay, guys? Thank you. Staying up late. It's 12:30. Go to bed, too. Okay, go to bed. Have the weather radio on. Have your WCIA3 weather app on, ready to go. Any of those will work and notify you. If there are any other warnings, you know we'll be here and we'll jump back on here. We just sleep here sometimes. We just sleep here. Grab a cot, little futon, whatever. Couch in the green room. It's fine. We'll do it, though. All right, guys. I'm going to wrap it up for now. Thanks for joining us here. Hopefully not too much hail damage from some of you out there, but appreciate everything. Been a good one, and hopefully things will remain calm for the rest of the night. If not, I'm going to make Jack come in early. All right, guys, we'll see you.